Today's secret ingredient is...
Oh,
hello.
Oh, that was really. No, we're going to watch it back.
I'm going to watch last week's back as well because I forgot to do that.
Craig got it.
We don't know that for sure.
I was saying hello to Gareth in chat, so I kind of forgot that I had to go live.
Yeah, chat is the ultimate distractor.
Yeah,
it is. It's good. What was that?
What was it?
What number is it? What number is it?
81.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 81 of the Ideal Home Show. I am Vaping V1CK, Vaping Vic. With me I have Vaping John,
Vaping
Vaping Rick,
hey.
and Vaping Gary.
Oh yeah.
On tonight's show, we will unveil a new feature and a winner of some stuff as a result of that. I believe we're unveiling the winner of the business cards.
Yeah.
We got to get. Has anybody asked Mark? If Mark turns up, we've got to ask Mark which one he likes.
Yeah, Mark, he should be. He's posted his vlog early because he obviously didn't want to interrupt us, which is thank you.
So we've got that. We're going to talk about some TBD stuff. We're going to talk about squonking quite a lot.
No.
And we'll find out what we've been having for food.
Yeah.
So good.
The cliffhanger is your lunch, isn't it? That's the cliffhanger this week.
That is a big cliffhanger. There's a lot of draws tonight. John in a dress. To be discussed, etc., etc. Guaranteed stuff. Throughout the show. Guaranteed. That is a guarantee, and we're the only UK vape show that can guarantee stuff.
Guaranteed stuff, people. Every week.
Every week, stuff.
Guarantee. That is a guarantee. That is a guarantee. I cannot stress that enough. John,
One take.
how has your week been? John, how has your week been? When did you last go to QuickFit? How's your week been? What do you have for dinner? And what are you vaping on?
Good. It's been a good week. I'm really happy. Yesterday, I get older and older. The older I get, I think I get more.
You get a week older every week, don't you?
It's true. Yeah, and an hour older every hour. But it's been such a shitty year weather-wise so far, especially when you cycle to work. And it got sunny this week and really nice, and I'm really chuffed with that. It puts a smile on my face. A little bit of sun. Oh, it's nice.
Wear your waterproofs tomorrow. It's giving thunderstorms out.
I had to wear waterproofs today.
Make Arkwright give you a car or something, John.
Yeah, I will if I could drive. That'd be handy. That's why the Quick Fit is probably the last time I went to Quick Fit was probably with my wife to fit a new exhaust or something. Spaghetti bolognese that my lovely wife made. She made the spag bowl. It was good.
Was it in a bowl? Did you have it?
It was in a bowl. We have pasta. We have pasta bowls.
Oh, so that is actually spag bowl, then, isn't it? Spaghetti in a bowl.
Spag bowl. Yeah, because we like the pasta bowls. Very good. Not pasta plate. Pasta bowl. What am I vaping on? Bit of a change up today. Bit of a change up. I have got raspberry mint in the Hurricane.
Ooh.
On top of the Evic Primo Mini. I just thought it looked quite funky, to be honest. That looked all right.
Is that a different bell?
Let's hang on.
Oh, it's the sepia.
It's the sepia-ness. Yeah. It's not pea colour.
The dungeon lighting.
Yeah. Is that an autumn cap?
No. Yeah, everything's Alton.
Are you in an Alton room?
Because
Yeah, I'm just going to.
I'm in an Alton room. Their camera, they've done some changes to Google Hangouts, and it recognised my camera on sign-in, and then as soon as I joined the chat, the camera built in my laptop, which is HD, not you wouldn't know, not with my internet connection, dies. So I have to use this auxiliary camera, which is about, I don't know, 6 years old, something like that. Anyway, that's exciting news. A week with the hurricane. I said everything about it last week, but I thought I'd just kind of go back to it a little bit. I changed one thing, which is now the coil inside is 2.5 mil inner diameter. So it's less wick. And I think that is how you improve it. And a spaced coil rather than not. And yeah, I think it's a lot better. Raspberry mint in it. Raspberry's tasting great. I thought that's why I put raspberry in there, see what the taste came out as. Nice. Really kicking the watts through it as well. 15.1.
How many?
Look at that. 15.1. I have no crash helmet, nothing. I'm just going for it.
What does 15 taste like? A bit muted.
Yeah.
15 watts, just not quite.
Yeah, it's the 0.1 that does it.
No. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Everything's always 0.1. I always do 0.1.
Oh, is that?
It's always 0.1. That's one. I had last week.
Sepia's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the clouds have corrected it.
Oh, what's going
How
on?
weird. It's probably the white balance has just found itself. Last week I had envy in the hurricane, and I had to take it out because there's too much sweetener in envy. And you know when it leaks brown, like used trails back in?
Yeah.
The liquid. And I didn't like that. It didn't taste any different, but I'm not really a fan of that. Really dirty. It only lasts. The coil was only lasting about 2 days. The wick was, so can't remember that. I've just put envy.
What is it?
Envy.
Yeah.
I never ever read descriptions of stuff. I just try it and then I say what it tastes like. For me, this is a weird one. You know, a twister a lolly.
Yeah.
Twister lolly. It's the green ice on the outside, not ice cream. There's no cream in it. There's no vanilla in it. It's the green ice around the outside.
Oh.
That's what I get. Anyway. Petri V2 at 100 watts. The 0.14 coil. I will say it's a real throat kicker, this, because it's 12 milligrams.
Gonna have to get you that cloud cap.
Oh, fuck.
That was good. Oh, it's tasty.
I'd be on my arse if I did.
What have I got next? I just used the Nick juices because why not? I always talk about it. So. Derailment Vapes Rail Cracker in the billet box with an extra set. And I will say everything's gone down now. It's still so much milder. The so it's biscuit.
Alexa, stop.
Fucking thing.
Alexa, restart music.
Alexa, restart music.
Alexa, stop.
Hey, it's
Brilliant.
the fifth Omi.
Hey,
As sponsored by Amazon.
That's that. The last but not least, I really don't need this today, but it's coming on anyway, which is the Dacus Stacus flask with the beautiful, wonderful, amazing,
The large one.
Vapor Giant Nano V2.
Did we ever get any feedback on the V4 and if anybody had one? I think we did, didn't we?
Yeah, somebody's posted and said they've got one and it was brilliant. So I might well pick one up. I really fancy, what's the score? He won't mind being that. That's not a bad comparison. That Todd reviewed this week.
The Typhoon
I
BT.
quite fancy that one. the Typhoon with the mesh wick. Like the mesh screen packed with cotton.
Yes,
Quite liked. I just liked it because it was different. There was a Mark's review was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and he got to the end and I won't ruin it, but his summing up of that is perfect for Mark. Absolutely no bullshit, and I thought it was fantastic. But it sounded, I like people, atomizer makers who think outside the box. Fuck doing what everyone else is doing. Do something different, because you might just make something that makes a difference. The last bit for this bit. Oh, not the last bit. John Frape very, very, very kindly sent me some post today, but I didn't have time to build it, and I left it downstairs because I'm a terrible person. But it will be on next week's show, and I've had a go. It's a squonker as well, and it's a Da Vinci squonker atomizer that can be built with mesh. It's got a mesh deck and a cotton deck, and it's got a little tiny tank underneath that you fill up by squonking. Quite like to have that, so I'll be building that. I'll have that on the show next week.
That's quite a nice looking one, isn't it? It's got those lines down it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's quite sharp on your fingers. That's when you're trying to fiddle around with it. I was fiddling around with it at work today. And the last thing I just want to say is that Claire Nichols, is it Nichols? Craig, the mod maker's lovely wife, has just had an operation, and I'm sure all the owners would like to say, get well soon.
Yes, get well soon, Claire. See you up at the fest.
Yay, get well. Chris, isn't it? No, Craig.
Chris is Craig. Yeah. Craig's wife, Claire, who's having a question. Richard, what do you have for lunch? What do you have for dinner? Do you like Garfield?
Yes, I do quite like Garfield. Actually, it's all right. It's all right. It's dry. It's dry, isn't it? I don't see how kids like it.
That is quite weird.
But yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's not top of my playlist, but I'm aware of it. Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, went somewhere.
I liked it when I like anything that Bill Murray does.
Except that was terrible. Even he said it was shit, didn't he?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter with him, does it?
No, it's true. It's like you wonder. Christopher Walken seems to say yes to anything. He's just go, we do that, and he goes, yeah, fuck it. Are you gonna pay me? Yeah, all right.
Yeah. But with him, it's sort of forgivable because he's such a lovable rogue.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah. Lunch. The rice that was hidden from shot in the picture on Facebook was golden vegetable.
Oh.
I don't know why it says special above it. That was a clue. That was a little clue, but it's.
I thought it was special fried rice when I saw the special.
I know. I don't get that bit of it at all. It's not special. It's just rice.
Were they not special vegetables, or were they just run-of-the-mill normal vegetables?
I think this is top rice trivia, but I think it was originally a bonus additional flavour, but it's been going so long that it's just become the norm. I don't think it was one of the original 4 flavours.
And do you think that Ian Benz hasn't realised yet and taken it off the special bit? Like Jeff's going to run in and go, Ian, it still says special on it. And he's going to go, damn it.
I think he feels like it's an albatross around his neck now. And those ones that are classed as special, that are just permanently part of the line. But it's good marketing as well.
Did you make it special with the salt and vinegar crisps scrunched up and sprinkled on top?
I'll tell you what, I kept them way separate.
That would be nice.
Until every single grain of rice was gone. That was when the McCoys were opened.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I don't know. Everyone's different, aren't they? Like if you have a packed lunch, some people open the crisps and the sandwiches at the same time.
Yeah, I do. I do that. Go a couple of crisps and a bite of sandwich.
Yeah.
I have to finish the sandwiches before I start the crisps.
No, you got to do.
I don't eat crisps.
Why not?
Sorry.
That's you
really
can be
bad,
extradited for that.
I don't want crisps. But I was actually talking about the best ever flavour of crisps ever the other day, and my answer was cheese McCoys. Does anybody remember cheese McCoys?
Yes. Yes.
They were fucking legendary.
Yeah.
Or
Better-
Brannigan's
better-
roast beef and mustard. They were the other.
All
They
the
were
Brannigan's ones, they were good Brannigans. Gotta give it
Yeah.
that.
What about Flaming Hot Monster Munch? That's up there.
Well, no,
Oh, that's pretty
I
good.
would
Yeah,
say
that's up there.
pickled onion Monster Munch would be above Flaming
I
Hot.
still think
Yeah.
that they're all in the
Ooh.
wake of Frazzles. I mean, Frazzles are still
Oh.
top.
Oh, what's crisp better?
Frazzles are good. Yeah, don't get much better than that.
Fucking hell. I mean, bacon.
That's
You
going to be
just
fried.
Monster
Snap
Munch don't
fries,
have a
can
bad
eat
flavour,
that.
to be fair, do they?
yeah.
No, it's true.
Well,
They,
no,
You
their
can come back
KFC
here, good
is
point.
on.
Scampi lemon
Do you hear about-
bags or scampi fries. You can go round the back of a bike shed, eat them, come back. Your mates think you've been up to something and you've just been eating crisps.
Top tips for our younger viewers.
been licking fish. Anyway, that's ended that one.
I thought it's traditional now that we just go on tangents. So it's like, fuck it, let's just go with a crisp number.
Yeah,
No, we don't want to have content on our show. That'd be boring.
No. But if we do, what we should do
It is
is
stuff.
we should let everybody know that we've got content.
We've got stuff. That was some stuff, to be honest.
I think that's important. This is the most important stuff, is knowing what flavour crisps are best.
In the notes, it said talk for 6 minutes about crisps. This is all staged. Every single word is scripted.
Yeah.
Even this bit, say the bit is the bit where it says that Richard says it's scripted, and then there's a bit where John explains
on my
that
hand.
Richard says it's scripted.
It's like
It's written
VTU.
on my hand. It says hand. So yeah, what were the other stuff? So that was lunch. I haven't had anything for dinner. Craig's off for a brew. Alexa, boil kettle.
Oh no, he's away. You have to do it now. Alexa, order lube.
Fupa skill can help you with that. Did you want to enable it?
No. Damn it.
Sorry.
So what am I vaping? Let's just cut to the chase. What am I vaping on? I'm vaping on the Artery Uno.
Oh, sweet little thing.
Tiny little thing. It's a little mouth to lung banger.
Oh, what's that?
A little mouth to lung banger. Oh, that's quite good.
Yeah, it is. It's a genuine mouth to lung vape and a tasty one at that. It's got like a little push pedal fire button.
Oh, I quite like that.
Lights up so you can always tell what your situation is. And
Can you give
it's
us like hold up the atomizers? Oh, okay.
one of those situations. 0.7, I think.
Wow.
Is it ungurgly?
If because of the nature of these, it always creates like a push effect on the coil when you stick it down. It sort of vacuums a bit in. So this vape might be a bit tiny little bit gurgly, but after that you're golden again.
Oh, nice.
It's sort of unregulated power though. So if you try to chain it when the battery's full, it almost dries up the coil to the point of a dry hit. Whereas when you're much further down the battery, it's fine, that's an anomaly of the device. But I think it's a really nice mouth to lung vape, and it's tiny. I think this is the new pub vape, to be honest.
Cool.
So I quite enjoying that actually. So many things claim to be mouth to lung that aren't now.
Yes. Yeah. I totally agree with that. People give it to you and it's way too loose.
And that really is. And I'm really, really happy with it. And it's really well made and etc. So that's that. I've got Gluttony in the Pico 25.
Very good.
Love that. That I still think
We're getting another echo from the Craig again.
I know a quicker fix. Let's give this a try. Wait a minute. Right. Has it gone?
Hold on.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Right. Let's see. Let's see. Is it still gone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Richard, carry on.
Still, no, it's all right. Still think this Elo tank that comes with the Pico is brilliant. And I found in the box now there's actually an extension tank, so you can up it to 4 mil with the tank inside.
Sneaky.
Is that allowed TPD
Yes.
wise? If it comes in the box with the product,
No.
How's
Oh,
it
it's
not?
not. It's not that it's not. Gary Dibley's in chat, and I'm sure he will say that.
oh, it had to be sold separate.
It's a bit naughty.
Yeah, no, I think it is. I don't think you could do that. Yeah, it's in the same packet. No,
I think it's grey. It's a grey one, but it's the sort of thing that they won't be happy with. So there's that. I still think that tank's great. Obviously, it has a slight looks issue, but I'm still really pleased with its Pico. There's that. This is new. We did actually talk about this on the show, Rick. If you remember, you said you didn't mind it.
No,
It's the
I don't mind that.
Tesla Invader 2/3. It's like a budget hexome with its pod,
Hot.
but it's got Sorry, yeah, but it's got 3 batteries.
yeah, it's
Three
very
batteries.
RX 200, isn't it?
Yeah, but without the screen, without the
Without- yeah,
regulation,
with the-
just straight voltage, and it's a nice, powerful hitter.
Gary in chat says, "I'm pissed. I don't know."
I'm pissed back, man. That's a fair point.
Fair play. I think that's what MHRA say when you ring them.
I'm pissed. Fuck off.
So I only got this yesterday, but this is my sort of thing. You know, I've got a hexome, I've got the Fog Inhaler, I've got the one that Rick made me. This is up my street, just a taste. What I will say is, with the extra battery on, it can absolutely kick out massive voltage. Like it can handle down to like 0.1, and it can do like 9 volts.
Wow, that's not bad. If you're a real beast cloud chaser.
So it's
Oh
a bit
yeah,
of a
I
workhorse.
do remember speaking about this. We said it was great, apart from the fact that as long as people weren't dumb as fuck.
Yes, and at slightly Fisher price.
Yeah, slightly Fisher price. Yeah, I'll give you that. It's a more like action. It's a mod that Action Man might use by the look of it.
It really is, and there's a really good place he could put it.
Todd says it's a powerful hitter. Did somebody just say that? I was eating my food. Did somebody just say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I qualified it.
He's unsubscribed. He doesn't know now.
I did. I didn't say it hit like a bus.
It's like a train.
It's like a bout of the clap.
It hits 0.1 volt higher than the last mech I reviewed.
Right. Just a quick lesson to everybody, right? This is the up button plus. Sometimes it'll have a symbol on it, but you hit that and what happens is it goes up.
Yeah, if he presses it one more time, that is train mode.
Yeah, exactly. So, just for all you people out there, if you want it to hit like a train,
Turn it up.
turn it up.
And lastly, Velocity, Hexome, and this one, and we're now 2 weeks in on this one, and in my opinion, it's at its best now. It was not even it was nowhere near full power last week when I gave it a go. The extra few days has really darkened it and helped it.
Do you really think? Are you still a fan?
Yes, I am. I've had a lot of emails asking where I got it. So just to save a lot of hassle, I got it from justadnick.co.uk.
You're always going
you're
about
so
that
cheap.
fucking site. Jeez.
And well, what do you want me to? What do you want me to? It's the true answer to. Do you know how many emails I've had? It's ridiculous.
Or
Next, we'll get people telling us on blooming YouTube that we plug Just Add Nick and Mod Maker too much.
it'll be that fat fucker or whatever his name was.
Yeah. The thing is,
We'll
we
get to that
never
later.
say modmaker.co.uk, justadnick.co.uk.
Stealth fate.
We don't say strike me down if we ever say modmaker.co.uk, justadnick.co.uk.
These are our best care faces.
So everyone's different, but this has really come of age. Really like it, and I think it'll have to be my new custard because I don't know how I'm going to get this anymore. possibly pure kickbacks.
Oh,
But without that, I'm not buying it in 10ml bottles. That's like 2 days worth. So, so it'll just be this one all the way.
yeah.
That's me. Oh God, 26 minutes. Rick, how has your week been? What did you have for dinner? And what are you vaping on?
Week's been good. Getting ready for the big move on tomorrow. Moving to a new unit tomorrow. So getting things in order. So yeah, busy sorting out trades, getting the tradesmen in, doing a few things there, and yeah, but good.
We're like that at the moment, Rick, because Simon's we've got our toilet in. I think we've got the basin in. Simon's putting up walls around the toilet because I asked Eva if we could do the. We could just sit on the toilet and just shout, "Don't look at me," over and over again. Just go, "Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Don't look at me!" And then when you flushed it, you're okay. That's great.
Oh, stage fright. Yeah,
Stage
fright
on the walls.
It was a good week. Good week. What did I have for tea? I had some homemade burgers. I made two homemade burgers and I put them in a bagel, and I smothered them in garlic, mayonnaise, and barbecue sauce, and lettuce and cheese.
Nice.
Oh.
Did your lovely wife have garlic mayonnaise as well?
No, because it was. Do you know what it was? I had a pizza the other week, and it was a spare. It was a garlic dip stuff that comes in your Domino's.
Oh,
I thought I'm going to keep that for next time. So I had it all. I didn't save her any.
Oh, so she's got to wake up in the morning and she'll just have that. There'll be that there'll be humming of garlic, and she wake up and it pours out of you.
I don't think it's that garlicky, to be fair, but
no, that one's not. I thought you'd done your own garlic mayonnaise or something.
Rick, we do, mate. I do like a bit of aioli. I do like a bit of aioli. We've got some good stuff in the fridge. But I didn't really want to go too garlicky with it. It was more about the mayonnaise than the garlic for this application. So, but no, that was nice. What am I vaping on? Right. Okay. First, it's all about the goons for me. It's still all about the goons. All the atties I've got. I'm vaping on 3 goons this week. And the first one is on top of my Tippy Mods Squonker.
Oh,
been using that all week. Love it. Really nice. And in that, I've got Voodoo.
Gorgeous.
So nothing special, but it works nicely. Next up, another Squonker.
You say nothing. You say nothing special. That was Ruby's favourite liquid in the UK.
She did actually say that, didn't she? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Voodoo Brew coming soon to Just Add Nick.
Yeah.
Probably.
Should be.
No, I've got it again. Oh look, it's another goon on top of my crisp Squonker. So I'm really going full squonk. I'm into the squonk now, properly. And yeah, it just works for me. Yeah. And mech. Look, a goon. That's a goon on top. Look.
I'm Mac.
Got a mech, a goon, and in that I've got derailment, rail cracker. And I really like it. It's really good. It's really different. You know, I wasn't sure whether I'd like it. You think a graham cracker? I don't know. You don't think before you tried it that it could be nice to vape something that's got a digestive biscuit taste to it.
Yeah.
But it is actually. You don't think you're going to like it. Actually, I didn't think I'd like it very much. But
I said to you before we got it. Oh, I said to you afterwards. Actually, you were my wild card on that because I thought I don't know.
You know, I liked it. I do. You know, I like things slightly sweeter. Yeah. I was vaping this with no sweetener in it, and it was fine. But then for me, it gets a little bit flavourless for me, where I'm used to sweet juices.
Yeah.
So I've stuck a 0.5 sweetener in there, and now it's singing for me. But no, it really is nice, and I'll say definitely give it a try if you want something different. If you vape fruit all day long and you feel like you need something different, have a crack on that. I think that'd be nice with a bit of cigar in it as well. I'm probably going to bastardise some, put a bit of cigar in because I think it'll work with it.
I think as well it's quite similar to the base of Stash Valhalla as well. It's like that's the key lime pie, and it's got that very similar kind of biscuity.
I'd say it was more. It's definitely more complex than that, but that's got other flavours in it. That's got the lime over the top. Weirdly, I was banned from vaping Valhalla by my wife. She hated. She absolutely hated the smell of it.
Such good
But,
juice. Though.
I think that's great. I think that really is a good juice, that rail cracker. So that's all I'm vaping on. So should we move on to the news?
I think we've got Craig.
Oh, yeah, you won't.
Craig's
Oh, no, we're not.
Craig,
Craig,
31.
how's your week been, Craig? What are you having for tea? And I don't suppose you're vaping on anything, are you, this week?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm having spicy prawn spaghetti from M&S, which will win. So, Orca, whatever your name is, there's the food covered. What have I been vaping this week? I've had the hydrogens most of the time at work, but while I'm sitting here, because they're all charging, I've been on the SVB with the prettiest and ugly stat in the world at both the same time. I love this thing. The
Technicolor butt plug.
The flavour on it was fucking out of this world good. It really is. I've got that, and in that I've still got some Rubies. Alice, I'm down to there now, so it's getting pretty close to the end. And then
I never tried any of that. Any of Ruby's juice? Didn't get any.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Mix mine up. I was going to say I'll take.
Has anybody done it in the UK? Because it's been fucking months, hasn't it?
There is supposed to be a buyer, but it's very, very, very slow.
Yeah,
too slow.
So there's that. Then I've got Wilwar cigar in the Holmes V1 with the custom-made chuff cap by the Money by Chuff on the Aspire Arcom. So running at 50 watts. So I've got Wilwar cigar in that, and then I've got the Mass Mod Mini.
Nice.
There you go. That's better. You can see the cable. Yay, dinky. And on that, I've got the Tobacco Super Tank Mini on top of that. And in that, I have Planet Cracker from DB Liquids and Just Add Nick. Oh, and then one last thing. I've got the Maximus. I've got the Maximus with the next gen on top with the big tank.
Very nice. Very nice.
So that's the actual tank. That bit at the bottom is the actual tank for it. So it's kind of quite mad.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got that, and in that I've got. I can't remember what I've got in there. I'll vape it and tell you in a bit as to what I've got in there. And then other than that, the week's been all right. It's the weather's kind of getting hot and cold and all that kind of shit. But yeah, it feels like summer's on the way. And then thunderstorms tomorrow.
Yeah, but it feels like summer's on the way. It gives a little smile on the face.
Yeah. At least it's not next week, so it's kind of, that's a good sign. Mind you, we had thunder and lightning at the last expo, didn't we?
We'll be trapped indoors somewhere with beer.
Yeah. All been well. So, yeah, that's about it, really. Nothing else. And I haven't had any new toys, I don't think, really. So, vape stuff. So, that's about it, really. So, yeah. News.
The news. I'm going to board. I know I never do it. I'm going to talk about Just Add Nick really quickly. I posted it on the Just Add Nick page today. This is just because it's TPD related. That it's the 20th tomorrow. Everybody knows what the 20th means, but it also means that since the beginning we've been using a stockpile of nicotine that's ours, but that has come to an end. That stockpile because of the regulation changes. So we're using Nick It Up from now on. But I'm going to find my own post and read it because I'm that lazy. So there's slight changes with when you use the drop down menus for the kits, you'll see the changes. If you're ordering concentrates, nothing's changing. So everything's the same. If you're ordering kits, then it's changing slightly because we've changed the nicotine, and the nicotine is delivered in a certain ratio. Already. So it's already a bit PG and a bit VG, whereas before we were using PG and VG nicotine. So the new options, I'm going to say this as quick as possible. It does mean we can now do slightly higher nicotine. We can do 14, where we couldn't do that before. So we can do 14 milligram in 66, 34, 60, 40, 55, 45. You can do 12 milligram in 67-33, 60-40, 50-50. Do 10 milligram in 70-30, 60-40, 50-50. 8 milligram in 70-30, 60-40, 50-50. This is really boring. You'll see it. Go over to the Just Have Nick Facebook page and you'll see the post that I've made. And it's all the changes are going to obviously go through on the website. But as I say, it doesn't change. But the most important thing is that the prices are staying exactly the same. So
Nice.
that's all anyone gives a shit about. Second bit of Just Had Nick news is a teaser. It's one of them. I've signed a new liquid in the last couple of days, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's exciting. And there's 8 new flavors coming to be announced shortly. So I'm trying to find a bottle opener. Yeah. That's that. A little bit of a discussion point now. The other day, I was on Reddit, and Reddit's great. Sometimes something that looks like it's going to be such a good post on Reddit is just ruined by fucking knobheads. There was a post called, "What's the stupidest thing another vaper has ever said to you?" I thought, gold. I'm going to go and have a look.
Yeah.
And it really, really was not gold. So I thought we could do it instead. Craig, what is the stupidest thing? Or I put the best thing a vaper has ever said to you. It's the same thing for me. Best thing a vaper said.
Oh God, Sean's gonna hate me.
Yeah, whatever. He already does. He keeps sending me pictures of you with like blood.
I do love Sean greatly. We were sitting there discussing Picos and authentics and clones. The Pico from Yellow Kiss, and I'd managed to get both of them at the time because I wanted to find out what the differences were. So when people kind of send me a message going, "Can you tell me and give me an ID on this and let me know whether it is or it isn't," then I could help out, which I kind of do behind the scenes a little bit with folks. And it turns out they were very, 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 very close. And Sean's line was, well, the authentic though, it feels, it doesn't feel Chinese. which is like, hold on a minute.
That's like my rice.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like you've got,
Chinese.
Yeah, I mean, you've got no idea where it came from, but the fact that it's rice means that it tastes Chinese.
Yeah, it just didn't quite feel Chinese.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's when you ruffle the packet like that, it has a certain sound it gives off, doesn't it?
Exactly.
It doesn't sound Chinese.
Fellow rice connoisseur.
Yeah, you got a sound it gives off. So, but yeah, that was the greatest one, and that caused much merriment in the hangout. So I think it still lives on. I think it got mentioned on Plumes about 3 weeks ago. It was one of those things that kind of cropped up again. So, but yeah, that's one of the greatest things I think I've ever heard. I'm trying to think of any others that aren't your obvious.
Yeah, right. Keep it in your head because we just keep going around. Rick.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I honestly can't think of something off the top of my head. I get bombarded with silly questions almost daily. But
yeah. They're the one thing I will yeah, I don't mind saying this. I was just a bit worried, but I'm okay since a lot of the times somebody will sort of wake up in the morning. It seems to be vapers wake up in the morning and they've solved a problem you didn't have for you, and they message you on Facebook directly to the company page. So I wake up in the morning and said there's one message, and trying to explain to someone why the brilliant idea they had at 5 AM doesn't work, and you thought of it yourself months ago and realised it didn't work. It's really, really complicated. You go, oh God, fucking hell.
There is that whole thing about people getting in touch in the morning. I think Blake had one at Vapey Jack's where he'd had somebody message him on his mobile because the number was on, I think, on Jack's page, and he got like a text message at 2 a.m. going, "Have you got any coils for a Plato? It's like I've just run out." It's like 2 in the morning. And it's like, what? Seriously, mate.
I don't mind that one. I like. We get the funny ones. Have had lots and lots and lots because it invokes you. It makes you want to do it. Which is people say, and I've now everybody knows I've got a stock answer for it, but which is why'd you call it just add Nick? Because you don't just add Nick. You've got to add other stuff. And now my stock answer is because just add Nick, VG, PG, and flavouring .co.uk was taken. So we had to call it just add Nick. Well, that's just a stupid joke, but the only reason we called it that is because we were sitting around a table and Simon said it to me, and I went, "Yeah, that," and that's actually what happened. I just got an onomatopoeia to it that I quite like, so that was it.
I'm actually going to go get. I'm going to go and get that domain now.
Go for it, man.
Mine was. I don't know if I've said this before. Mine was in a traffic jam in Leeds, driving home, 2-lane road, so 2 cars pointing the same way. I had it was ages ago, so I had the Atlantis V1 with a 0.5 coil, and just window down a little bit, having a little vape. So a couple of I'm going to call them boy racers pulled up and wound his window down, and he goes, "What are you doing, mate? Sub home," and then blew a fairly modest cloud, to be fair, and then whizzed off. And I just in a very geeky way sort of said to myself, "Well, 0.5 is sub home, actually." But that was I suppose that was just I guess that's just that unknowing culture thing of he heard the term sub home in a shop, or I don't know, but it was it just tickled me.
It is weird when you do see them occasionally where you're kind of like walking along and you're just having a vape and you can see them, you've seen them in the distance and they're having a vape and there's nothing really spectacular, but occasionally as they get closer, it's like the cloud gets bigger and to kind of like pull it on purpose as almost to say, "Oh yeah, you see."
I'd say now it'd be rare for any one that started vaping in the last couple of years to do anything except sub ohm.
Yeah,
they wouldn't have to build a 1.5 ohm coil and enjoy it.
Even that sub ohm.
Yeah, I think the vast majority of people are still ego batteries and C5s and C shits and stuff. I think, to be honest, but
well, they won't be soon. They won't be soon, will they? On the CE 4s and 5s. Because they're 2.4 milliliters.
Yeah, let me use them. Yeah, I don't. I've been trying to think of the stupidest thing, but the trouble is, so many things because I sort of helped run SV for 2 years. I've had some of the stupidest things in the world said to me, and to be honest, they're probably nothing to do with vaping. Random threats. I've had so many random threats in my time in vaping and running groups and stuff.
I was going to say,
I told the story.
I was just going to say, was that in SV?
Yeah, SV.
No, I mean SV.
SV admin.
Yeah.
Oh, what? They're just doing random threats. No. Always strangers sending. It always starts off the same way. Which is, "You think you're odd." And you think, "Have you seen me? I'm a tiny wisp of a man who doesn't mind taking a picture of himself. It's not like it's a secret. There's not a picture of a bulldog or something, or like a muscle man. It's always me. And you think you're well odd." Do I? I don't think so. But that's about it. I remember having a really in-depth discussion about which, funnily, I only noticed this yesterday, or a couple of days ago. I didn't realise that caffeine was now banned in e-liquid, will be as from Saturday. It's banned. And I'm so glad it's banned because I never, ever have to watch a review of somebody fake getting a high from caffeine, which is impossible. And they take a drag, go ripple flavours, caffeine. Oh, you can really feel it. Oh, I feel really awake. And you think, it don't work like that. Caffeine's really crap. It's really ineffective in a vapor. It's really shit. Nicotine's great because it's so easily absorbed, but caffeine's rubbish.
Yeah.
And I never ever have to hear that again after Saturday. Fuck yeah.
Possibly a fairly decent diuretic, but that's not as good a sales pitch.
Yeah.
No, even at the dose you get it. No, it's so inefficient.
Choose by
Nicotine's a good diuretic.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's probably.
Oh God, Ollie! God damn it!
Have we about run that one into the ground? Yeah, I think we've run that into the ground.
Yeah.
I can't get the fucking link to disappear. What's the next thing under what I've written? I can't even read it because the link's.
It says price crash for. And I can't read
Yeah, that's a good one. For anybody in the States or anybody who wants to get it shipped over here, there's been a price crash for the Poe liquids and Deadline. If you go over to gaslightVapor.com, anybody who was watching Plumes the other day will realise they've shaved off money on their 130 mils and stuff. And they're well worth grabbing, especially if you're in the States. I know it's a shipping thing when you're over here, but buying quantity and you might do all right. And I said the prices are staggering. It's like $35 for 100 mil or something stupid. So get over there. I've tried everything. I've tried all the Deadline. I've tried all of Poe, and I don't think there's a duff in there. So massive fan of abolishment from the start. 100 mil, $35. A few bottles of that. Bit of postage, you'd be all right.
I still can't get over when Dean called it Gashlight. That was just the.
Yeah, that was classic.
Gaslight.
That was brilliant.
Gaslight vapor.
And that's when we had our own juice line. That was. I think we should.
Oh yeah.
We should have our own juice line when we get to 100. That's what we should do.
Yeah, that's maybe possible. Yeah. Richard. We're in the news.
You're not looking at that Mac again, are you?
Everything since then has just worked. News. Okay, one tiny little. I don't need that. One tiny little thing. I'm just going to mention. It came up various groups and Facebook things this week. TPD sales, wonderful times. They end tomorrow, not Saturday. Don't be fooled by the dates and the way the calendar works. It's tomorrow. It is literally tomorrow is the last day of TPD sales for all this juice. So if you're going to grab a bargain, do it tomorrow. Don't wait till Saturday. On that topic, we are going to do a TPD bargain thread on the group. So people will be able to post their links into there, and only into there. If it's in anywhere else, we'll remove it, or we'll send you a PM or something. We'll sort it out. But we want to keep it all in one thread. But yeah, if you see a bargain, you know of a bargain, post it in that thread tomorrow. Obviously, ideally, no connection to the actual seller. It's not really an opportunity for advertisement directly from the person. It's more of us homies just finding bargains, and ideally no clone shit as well, because that's not really how we roll.
Yeah, we're moving away from it now, aren't we? We kind of.
I think it's still out there, you know.
Yeah, I mean it is, and I can understand it.
What's out there? I missed it. My computer's been.
Cloney stuff. Just ideally no cloney links.
Yeah.
TPD clones.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah. Keep it authentic,
mate.
Authentic.
Yeah. Speaking of the TPD.
Shit. I just realised something terrible. I'm so sorry. I did the jam news, but I forgot to actually do the dress news, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm really sorry to interrupt. I'm going to have to just do this.
Going back to John.
Here. Going back to me. Going back to John in the studio. Sorry.
I'm just getting words.
The jam dress.
Be a man in a dress.
The dress. Tomorrow, I'm going to put up a post. This is up to you. If I walk a lap I emphasise walk, I won't run. I will walk a lap of Expo on Saturday, because I thought if I do it on Friday, you're not going to get your money's worth. I will walk a lap on Expo on Saturday of the exhibition room in a Just Had Nick dress. If you give, between you, if they're members of our Facebook group, give £300 at least to St Elizabeth's Hospice, which is a hospice which is just down the road from me and friends and family and stuff have all. It's really close to a lot of my friends and family and things like that. So if we can raise £300, For that, I'll do a link tomorrow. What I want you to do is, if you fancy it, put in 50p, put in a quid, whatever, and take a screenshot of your PayPal transaction as a direct link, so it's not just giving, so they'll get every penny of it.
I'll tell you what, I'll put 50 quid in. I'll put 50 quid in if you wear a pair of Crocs at the same time.
I'm not wearing Crocs. That's off. No. But if it gets over £300, then I will wear a Just Add Nick dress. I'll and do a lap of Expo on Saturday.
And I will be filming it, so it won't be only people that are there that see it. I will be filming it.
A lot of people will be filming it.
Yeah, it'll be filmed. It will be on film.
Yeah.
I really would quite like to go up to a couple of stalls just wearing the dress, but not react to the fact that I'm wearing a dress and just go, oh, mango, lovely, is that? Put it down more.
You will still be approached by juice sellers.
Yeah,
they don't give a monkeys. They're on commission. It's good times.
You'll probably be better looking than half of the booby birds that wander around.
That was quite funny because I posted a picture up earlier. Claire, who's one of the Just Add Nick girls, who will be there on Saturday as well, wearing a dress. I covered her head with a sticker, and people were like, "Whoa, you look quite good in a dress." That's not me. She's 5 foot tall and weighs 7 stone. I'm not, and I don't. I promise, and I've got more tattoos than she has.
Oh.
I did think your bum looked quite good in that. I must admit, when I saw that picture.
Yeah, motion carried.
Yeah, not me. Yeah, not me.
Yeah.
That's not me. Sorry, Richard, I interrupted your news with some news. Back to Richard in the studio.
Yeah, as we were literally just talking about the TBD. Or were we talking about men in dresses? I don't know. But as a perfect
Men in dresses is even more interesting, isn't it?
It certainly is. Yeah, I was. This is a thing, right? Okay, so the MHRA can't or won't give a definitive answer as to RDAs. They've been directly asked about RDAs and the TPD, and they have refused to give a definitive answer. Obviously, that's a fact. That's where that's at. But I just wondered if we could speculate what they might possibly decide to do about RDAs. If nothing, or maybe nothing.
Why did, just to chuck a spanner in the works, I fancy one killed the price of their, is it Dark Horse RDA?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
The old one, yeah.
So, okay. They killed it to £9 today and said it was going to be discontinued as from Friday.
Why?
Due to the TPD, it was in red. I wondered if they knew something we don't.
Yeah. Well, it's has it got a bigger juice well than 2 mil?
I don't know. Yeah, it could do.
Yeah, but even if it has, it's not something that you store juice in like a tank, is it?
This is it. It's so open for them to do whatever they want with RDAs because they have refused to comment. They can come back at any point.
Do you not think the TPD, it's there now, it's a European directive. Do you not think we'll have bigger things to think about than even doing anything else with that once we've left the EU?
You're not going to hear anything about any changes for the next 4 years.
I don't think it'll be a problem.
You won't hear any. Nothing will change in vaping government.
I think my personal take is that they haven't commented because the person on the phone doesn't have the authority to make that statement. But the truth is, it's written how it's written. There'll be grey areas, but we can work within them. And RDAs we can work with, I think.
Who enforces it?
The environmental health.
So if you're a shop and you've got these things in and you get in touch with them and then they, if you've got to say to them illegal or illegal, it's a pretty black or white thing, really. They can't say, "Oh, we're not sure."
I just want to put a warning.
It's not if they don't know, aren't they? I mean, they can't speculate. They have to say.
They won't speculate. They will come in and say yes or no, and it would be up to the HO there. But I just want to say something because I've been saying this in the shop for the last couple of days, and I'm pretty certain. I would say come Saturday, in the next 7 days, a shop or 2 shops are going to get EHO officers with bin bags because they've already picked the shop who who's selling stuff, it's probably got food related stuff in it as well. It's probably got apple pie liquid, blah 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 blah. They'll have already told the local press be there on Tuesday morning to get the shots of us leaving with bin bags, and they're going to do it. There will be one within the next week that gets raided, and they've already picked you. If you happen to work in a vape shop, you're already watching, and your boss is saying, don't worry about it, they'll never come. They're gonna. They've picked somebody. They're gonna do it. They're definitely gonna do it. If next week you're selling 50ml bottles and bottles shaped like apples and blah blah blah, or apple pie, whatever, they've already picked the shop they're doing, and they're gonna do it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
An example, they did it last time. What happened? They raided one shop with the apple pie stuff, and everyone dumped it. That is the most cost-effective way for them to do it, is to make a big public palaver over our shop, and then the others will come into line because they're not stupid. Well, they are stupid because they're still selling it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trading standards are not stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, trading standards. I meant not EHO. Sorry, I apologise. Trading standards officers are enforcing.
Yeah, but they'll own whoever it is. But somebody's
fuck yeah, it'll be one person. They're fucked.
Yeah. But all of the decent shops by now have pretty much, they've been in touch, they've spoken to trading standards, they've had them around probably several times. They've got all of the documentation, and they've got written records of whenever they called and vice versa, and it's all documented, so that if all of a sudden random trading standard person number 3 comes in, they can say, well,
and we can answer this publicly. I just realised something else. We can answer this publicly because I've seen this question bandied around a few times, and I even checked it myself just to check. And I know Gary's in chat, and I can see people are asking questions about TPD and stuff. So I will just say I asked Gary the other week, and people think there might be a workaround, which is to give something away free that contravenes the TPD. You can't. That's it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
That still breaks the law. You can't.
You can't as a business. You could as an individual. No. It's really not going to matter.
Yeah. No, as a shop. I just meant if you think you're going to sell a £70 drip tip and give a tank away free, you can't do that. That's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's that. On a lighter note, new product. Rick, have you got your fingers on the pulse?
All right, mate.
A brand new Sigeli Fu Chai.
Fu Chai.
Fuck I.
Most people would argue is no way of improving on this. The original.
I don't mind it. I quite like the look of that. I quite like it.
Greatest mod ever made. But they have. This is now the 3rd Fu Chai. This one is a thing. This is the brand new Fu Chai announced this week. 175 watts, TC, TCR, etc. It's the Duo. It's going to be called the Fu Chai Duo, I believe.
Well, I don't understand. Do you know what shape it is? I know it's so stupid, but
it's this.
Looks like an SS.
It's exactly that.
Oh, it's an RX200 shape, right?
All right.
But
with
a bigger front fascia. With a bigger front fascia.
I quite like the look of it, though. I think it's all right. Do you not?
No, I do. Yeah, I think it's all right. From a technical standpoint, the slight interesting bit will be how Sigeli's, because when Sigeli was on fire and everyone had a Sigeli, they had this tie with Yeehee, didn't they?
Yeah.
They used to use the SX330 board.
And this isn't that. This is their own thing. So
there we go. Craig's still got on that.
Yeah, the question mark will be how it performs as a board.
But they went off and did their own thing early days anyway. They stopped using Yeehee after quite early on and made their own proprietary board.
But that was at the point that people sort of lost interest, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, because the board.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It used to be the best way of trying out the new Yeehee board, wasn't it, to get the latest Sigeli or the latest IPV Pioneer for you, which was the same company anyway. But yeah, so big old fire button, big old screen, 175 watts, their own board, and obviously in true Fu Chai style, $45.
Is that all it is?
Yes.
I think that's a Billy bargain.
Well, this one was. I know we'll laugh about it, and it's quite dog shit, but it's also perfect.
I have to keep saying this, Richard. No one can see you holding that mod up because.
Sorry, no, hold it up again. I've just focused on you there.
Oh yeah, sorry. Well, they can
is
see
it?
in the small window.
But they haven't changed anything. That's the same as the old one, isn't it?
Well, it does beg the question: is where can regulated mods go now?
You can't. They're so cheap. It's amazing.
They all, but they all have 150 to 200 watts TCR, TC. Where do they go now? They all have their own BS ridiculously looking screen.
Well, we thought a while ago it was going to be. We chatted with Master about it a long time ago in a hangout, I think, and it was like UI. We thought, but you look at all the UIs that have come out, and they're all quite limiting, and you can't really do an awful lot with them. It's like you've got Evolve with eScribe and things like that, and Yeehee with their software and all the other stuff, and you kind of. I don't think a lot of people really use them an awful lot. You know, they kind of just put stuff in it. They set it to either temp control or just leave it as cancel and just go, yeah, 50 watts, thanks very much.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's getting harder to distinguish these. Is there one more picture, Rick?
There is. Yeah, let me find it.
Well, I think what I would like as a way forward is actual accuracy and a return to better build quality, because I think there aren't many
I'd like
mods.
a return to better. I'd like comfortable mods with better build quality. To be honest.
Yeah, because you take the Yeehee, the Mini, the M class, the S class, and all the and the ones that came afterwards. The M and the S classes were fucking phenomenally well built, but nobody followed suit, and it seems almost like China are treating these a little bit like white goods. Whenever something goes wrong with a kettle or anything else that you've got, they don't provide spare parts because they want you to throw them away.
Yeah.
And they I think China treat these like white goods. It's like, yeah,
but I think it's the market, and we do. People chuck up, people want a new mod. I sit in a vape shop every day at the moment, and people want a new mod that does exactly the same as the one in their hand, but it's new.
They do what they've got to do now. Bottom line is they have gone as far as they can. They deliver the right amount of power, more power than you're going to need, and they're comfortable to hold, and they're quite efficient. So beyond that, it's all fluff that you don't really need, isn't it?
I agree with that. The last thing from that picture, sorry, the 510 is right in the center, so it should fit your really big Atties without overhang, which is nice. And it's called the Duo 3. But there is no 3 battery option. I think it's just because it's the third Fuchai. So I thought it might be a 2 or 3, one of those 2 or 3 options, but it's not. It's just 2.
The Duo 3, yeah.
I don't dislike that. I don't dislike that at all. That's almost the same format layout as the new Yeehee 550 board, isn't it? Having a bigger board in the center there.
Yeah, I think that's what they do now. I think they try and coattail Yeehee. Yeah. But yeah, that's that. It's something of nothing. But yes, I like the Fuchais. Craig, what's in the news, Batman?
I haven't got very much this week because I've been a lazy twat. First of all, I want to say Vicky Nopick, Richard's better half, has got a page for doing felting and other stuff like that. I said I'd mention it because they're fucking ace. They're brilliant.
No, I'm not going to say it.
Felting,
not felching.
Okay.
They're really good. The other thing was, I would just say, Craig's bad at doing it, and so they're actually just really worth a look, to be honest. I kind of thought, I'll go and give it a sympathy like, and then I went over and I was like, oh, actually, she's fucking good at that.
Really good. The Groot as well, little Groot is just fucking ace. It's amazing.
I'd say if you're going to look at pictures like that, make sure you go on a proxy server first so they can't track you looking at them.
Next
thing
spell
check.
You spell check, yeah, please use spell. Mark, is Mark's raffle finished yet? I don't think it has it?
I don't know.
Mark's in chat. Oh, he was in chat.
Oh, Mark Todd.
No, I don't think it has. He said share it yesterday, so no, I guess that's still going.
Yeah. So it's still
shout out next week. Then. That'll be a next week shout out, won't it? That one then.
Yeah, well, I mean, what we'll say is it's still going on, and if you haven't bought any tickets, then please do. I think he's up to something like £1,750 so far, which is immense. So yeah, really nice.
John Malcolm saying, "Oh, it finishes on Sunday."
finishes Sunday. Yeah, Gareth the Vape as well. Yeah, and Dom and Blitz, Blizz, and all that. Also. Yeah.
John Malcolm, we just went with no. As it finished. No.
You just know in his accent. No.
Plain to the point there, John.
Yeah. The next thing is we'll do a topicy thing again, which is Frank's flavour conundrum is what I've titled it. So Frank Higgins put a post up where he'd got a couple of atomizers. He got the Cloud One and he'd got something else, and he was finding that the flavour that was coming from them, or the density of the vapour coming off them, was almost too much, and it was making him feel nausea from it having so much vapour. I just wonder what your guys are. If you were trying to put your finger on a reason as to why that you think that might be the case.
Well, I sometimes find a flavor of juice can be too flavoured, depending on your build. But there's been juice that I can't vape much of because it's too strong a flavour. He did try. He was using liquids he vapes all the time. Just to give you that, it was liquids he tried at the time. One of them was the Cloud One atomizer, and another one was something else. His point was that it was for him too efficiently using the vapor, and he kind of giving him vapor, and so I remember him putting something like hashtag wisps for life. I kind of get what he means, but
put an extra wrap on it.
Well, yeah. A lot of people came up with solutions, and one of them was drop your nick, and Frank said fuck off, which I agree. I do. I never drop my nick.
Yeah, the nick won't affect.
Mine went around that.
You dial into what you use, don't you? I could be using something and it's not as powerful, maybe a mouth to lung set up for a week, and then I go on to something, a full beans setup, and it's too much. So you get used to dial into what you're using, don't you?
Yeah, and the other thing, so I could pick up the Hurricane and take a drag now, or pick up the dot mod. But this is really, and this isn't about Frank. This is just what I was saying a few weeks ago, which is I've never understood why people don't just take less drags.
Yeah, time thing. You don't have to be putting on it for 5 seconds.
Yeah, and you don't have to have. If you always have 15 drags, then put it down. This has always been my mechanical mod argument that people say, oh, well, the battery dies off. We just suck on it a little bit longer. Yeah, it's dying off, but you self-regulate it, so it's regulated by how long you're vaping on it for. Yeah, I just don't vape. I like. So this is a 12, 100 watts at 0.12. So I'll probably take 3 drags of it rather than 6. I'll just half what I was going to do because then put it down. But that's how I do it, because I vape in loads of different ways all the time, and I have different types.
I suppose the opposite to that is he doesn't want to vape in loads of different ways, and he doesn't want to dial
exactly.
in.
That's why I said it wasn't.
Yeah,
that's what I meant. Sorry, yeah.
And that's fine. And the quest is for things that vape like you already like, isn't it? Rather than a new thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that I thought it might be is that it's possible that you really you can come across the right build in the right atty at the right moment and get everything, perfect. Because a lot of the
the other atomizer he was talking about, someone's just named it in chat and they're right, which was the shift atomizer was the other one.
Yeah, but but you think I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put my usual build in it. So you got like Mark, or I've got a fairly usual build. I'll do 8 wraps around a 3 mil, and then that's it. I kind of go with that, and then jam it up to like 5.8 volts. That if that atomizer is actually taking that coil well, if it fits in with it in terms of the physics and how it's all built and everything else, then there's every chance that it could be working way more efficiently in that particular atomizer than it does in anything else. And that now you take it to the juice maker, and you take I don't know, like Scott I think Scott builds for a variety of different setups. Josh at Stash, he tests his in all sorts. Oren at the Vape Kitchen, he tests some of his stuff in CE4s to make sure that if somebody does buy a really expensive bottle of juice and put it in a CE4, at least it tastes right. Yeah. It's almost the other end of the scale now, which is
so Billy used to use 1 hour for everything, to make sure it was right and it would work. And I can't remember what they were when he was doing it, but yeah, he's moved on to the Clito now. But previous to that, it was always aiming at whatever is in whatever the majority of people who are buying this product are using. I'm going to use that, and it's got to taste right in that, or I'm not doing it.
Yeah, because that's where your market is. Your market surrounds that middle point of where everything is, and Frank's going to be in this, put this zone right at the very edge of everything, because he's chasing and he's after the best that he can actually get out of vaping and spending a lot of money on it, as Frank does, and that. He's also really experienced, and he's really, he's going to be really good at building coils and reading the capabilities of an Atty. So when it's like that, the juice maker wasn't making it for people like Frank. He was making it for that middle of the road lot. So he's going to be tasting things that the juice maker never even imagined from
yeah, I agree with that. So.
Yeah. So that was a good one. So yeah, thanks to Frank as well for asking the question, because it's not an obvious thing to ask actually. The last one is Rainer Heindel. He's doing a giveaway on the Facebook group, so just make sure that you go and give it, at the very least, go and give it a like.
And you can win an atomizer by just commenting. He sent me a message last week to ask if we could do a giveaway, and just because he wanted to, because he watches the show and he really enjoys the Facebook group, and everybody does this. Is really. We're always overawed by the fact that people are willing to give stuff away just to be a part of a daft set of bastards. And Rainer, thank you very much.
Yeah, so
very kind.
Nice one. Next up, we got Rick.
Hey, me.
Rick Colodian.
I'll throw this one out there. I think possibly this week we had one of the most I say touching and connecting threads we've had on our group.
Yeah.
We had a mental health thread on there, and a guy, Andy, I think he's in chat, Andy.
Andy Dorr, yeah.
Yeah, he created a thread saying out and praising Mark Todd, because as we all know, Mark Todd is the mental vape ambassador.
Yeah.
Mentalist. Yeah.
He's a mentalist.
But no, I just wanted to highlight how we've had this. We've got the people, not just our group, but the vaping community in general, I think, in the UK. And, we're quite lucky. We are, I think we're very lucky. We're able to say things that are quite personal and not get laughed at.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, I'm quite open about it now. So I've had issues in my life. I've been dealing with depression and anxiety for my whole adult life. I've had some real lows. I've had some, and I'm dealing with it. But I think I'm not. I know I'm not alone. Just like that's what was good about the thread is people were coming out of the woodwork and opening up and saying, yeah, well, I had this, I had that, I had this, and you're able to talk about it. And I just wanted to point out how good the vaping community is, and our group as well. For we're ears. We can listen to each other, and we're not. It's nice that we haven't got people in our group that will take the piss. We like people taking the piss. Come on, I'm quite happy to call me mental. I am.
Yeah.
I did though. I felt really bad after I did it.
But there's taking the piss in a nice or a nasty way, isn't there? And we don't have any of the vag manglers coming on the site. We'll get rid of them. Well, we will, won't we? We won't have it. We won't have anyone nasty on there. No, I just wanted to say, if you do, it's funny actually. Since I've been in this vaping community and using social networking, it's just so many people who are so similar and have issues. Whether they're severe or whether they're just mild. But we're all mental to a degree. John's OCD. ridiculously. He's mental. I'm mental.
I'm totally happy to say I'm mental. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm happy to say it, but there was a time though where I wasn't happy to say it, and that was where the problem lies, when you can't talk about it and you think you're isolated, but you're really not. We're all mental. We're all under incredible pressure in this country, more than ever before.
I think that really came out on the thing the other day. Was, as you say, that I kind of jumped in a couple of times and said, I totally mean it. Everybody thinks that there's this all-encompassing thing which is normal, which is bollocks. Everyone's mental. They really are. If you could understand what's going on in people's heads, you'd understand they're all thinking this stuff. Everyone's thinking it all the time, and you know, to a lesser or more of a degree, and everybody's problems are different. Like when we first started doing the show, we were aware that Rick had got social anxiety problems before the show, and especially before the first and second show. I remember that a lot. And but I said it, but everything's completely different. Whereas I don't mind doing really, really daft stuff because I don't have that issue. But then they all know that I didn't. As Rick just said, I have my own mental issues with OCD. So I totally understand when somebody else is having a problem, because I might have a problem that's completely the other way about something else. There's nonsense, but
yeah, and nobody's gonna. And the thing is as well that nobody in the group's going to ever put, or should never put you in a position where you feel like you're forced to do something. I think that's the other thing. That.
And bottom line is, do what you're comfortable doing, and don't apologise for it if you don't do it. And nobody should be expecting an apology either, and they don't. If you don't feel like saying hello to one of us at a vape meet because you're feeling a bit anxious, that's fine, not a problem. We won't judge you for it.
Yeah.
The other thing, I did work out before as well, which I'm quite happy to do for any OMI. If you've got me and you've already messaged me every so often, if you've seen us from a distance, because I said this to someone the other day, send me if you know one of us, send us a message. And if it takes one of us walking over and saying hi and then walking over to the table, we'll do that. I haven't got a problem with that at all.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he touched on another good point, and that's, you know, we can all take a leaf out of Mark's book. I mean, we know about Mark and having problems. He's always been very open about them. Look at him now; he's flying all over Europe, going to these vape events on his own. And I'll say definitely, baptism of fire. Jump in there. If you're scared of doing something, it's only in your head. You know, stop thinking about it and just do it, and you'll feel liberated after. And you're not going to die if you do something you feel uncomfortable doing. You just feel uncomfortable, you know. So get on and do it. Go to Expo, come and say hello, and we'll be more than welcoming, and you'll feel better after it.
And I will add, you're not, because a lot of people were saying, especially on that thread, were saying, I was thinking about coming on my own, and now I'm going to come. You're not on your own. You're on your own for about the first. Just think of it as 100 yards, 5 minutes. The amount we post on Facebook when we're there, look at the picture, work out where we are when you get there, and just go over there. So you know you've got 100 yards, and then find the bar, and then you're not on your own. And find the bar. You're not on your own anymore. So you might be walking in on your own, but you'll be all right. Just walk.
Yeah, I mean, the first, like I said the first time I went to a vape event, I was very nervous about going. It was the first jam, and I was friends with Dean. I was sort of friends with Dean. I've been talking to him on Facebook. And I arranged to meet him up there, but I went up there, and it was quite liberating, but I didn't spend long there. I saw Dean, wandered around with him for an hour, and then sort of went home. I'd had enough. But it really has changed with this community that we've got going now, I think especially on Facebook. They're not like
we've
that.
Got a lovely group.
There's a load of people there who know you are straight away.
I think,
and it's not like wandering around a market for an hour and getting bored and going home. There's a community of people there now.
The other bit is as well that if you go to one of these things and you start feeling as if it's getting a bit too much, just walk away from it. You're not obliged to stay there. It's like even at Jam, we were sitting in the bar on the Friday and on the Saturday. It was a Saturday night actually. And it was just hectic. It was just really, really hectic. So I just went and wandered off and just sat on the edge of the grass where there was nobody. not a soul for for at least like 50 yards in the sunshine, just enjoying the nice and the quiet, and then go back to it. Got chatting to Josh a little bit, which
I do that quite often. I mean, I just take myself off if I had enough. I'll just go off for a while, get my head together, come back when I'm ready.
Nobody's going to judge you for wandering off and just turning around and going, look, I'm going for a break. I'll see you in a minute. Kind of, everybody does it. So yeah, you go in, take as much of it as you think you want. Walk out, walk back in, walk out, walk back in. If you don't feel like going in, don't go in. It's fine, it's not a problem. So, and we'll be outside. We'll be outside for at least. I'd imagine I'll be outside for at least half of it. I won't be in the event for at least half of it.
Well, I think tricky expo, isn't it, though? Because there's no.
There's a pub outside.
The Weatherspoons that's inside.
Yeah. No, there's one outside as well.
It's Weatherspoons outside.
That's where me and Mark sat for most of Expo last year, so I know where it is because I was in there having a bit of a hide, and then I turned around and saw Mark in the corner, and I was like, "Oh yeah!" And then we sat there for about 3 hours.
I'll tell you what. Here's the thing. What we'll do is we'll turn up, and John and Richard and Rick are all going on the Friday anyway. So if they find the nearest bar, and then they can just post up where the bar is if anybody wants to get out.
It's honestly, it's just outside the door. So come out the door.
But the last expo, the one in October, was in a different place than the one that was in May. So I don't know which one of the two ones it's using, but either way, it's
in the name of research. I'll see what I can find out about where the bar is for you.
And let me know, Rick, and I'll come and double check it.
Yeah.
I'll get John to verify the information as well.
Cool.
But no. The bottom line is really with all of this stuff. It makes us all unique. We're all different, and it would be pretty boring if we were all walking around smiling and happy and jumping around in a gay fashion. So rejoice at your mentalness. I do. It's good. It's interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next.
All right. What's next? Oh, I've got something, haven't I? I've got a little troll.
Troll thread. Yeah.
I've got a troll of the week, even though we're stopping troll of the week. We have got a troll of the week this week. And it's just fun, isn't it? I'll just post it up. Let's see.
I can't believe you.
I remember this now. It's all come flooding back.
Yeah.
Oh, and then John, do the voice. Go on, John.
Okay, I'll do the voice of Orca.
Fucking Pratt. Vagina.
Vagina. I used to be such a big fan, but now John's just promoting the Sonic. Vic chasing subscriptions. Rick punting mob maker. We all have to make a living, but spending my free time listening to reviews of M&S Rizzy meals is getting a little dire. Less waffle, less self-promotion, and more content, please.
My response was, I think my response went along the lines of something like, I used to be a big fan of killer whales in reference to his name also.
I didn't copy them all. I only copied mine to show, but
I did
make a little reply to him. I said, Orca, fucking Pratt vagina, I hardly ever promote www.modmaker.co.uk. But myself and John at www.justadnick.co.uk appreciate the feedback. Oh yeah.
Oh, we don't care. We don't care. All we are is we're just four people that sit on a Thursday night. We haven't got anything else to do.
Yeah.
And drink and vape and talk shit.
And we didn't force him to watch it. The fact he said, "Oh, you've ruined my Thursday night." Turn your fucking computer off.
Yeah, go out and do something interesting instead of sitting on your computer, you little.
Don't give people ideas.
Why don't you? Why
don't you go out and do something less boring instead? Well,
anyway,
I think he was spot on about you lot, but I don't chase subs.
Yeah.
Subscription numbers, you know that's the truth, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Exactly.
Hashtag
I was chasing subs.
We know you're working for Ian Benz.
Yeah. Like
anyway,
good times,
next
though.
up,
Good times.
I think we've got something from Richard. Have we got a little new feature going on?
Ooh. So right now it would normally be Troll of the Week, but it is not because we did a thread for a giveaway for new feature ideas. So at this time, this exact time, 10:25, every week, we will be doing a brand new feature picked by Markski. Markski came up with he was first to the idea of Meet the Omies.
Yes.
And yeah, at this point every week we will be dragging on someone from the Facebook group, an Omi, and they'll be on the Hangout for the rest of the show.
They'll
Starting
obviously,
next week.
they
Meet the
obviously
Omis.
need to have a webcam, don't they? And
Yes.
be
Yeah.
able to-
What we're going to do is I've been kind of tasked with doing just like a little kind of just a little list that gives you some pointers as to how to use Hangouts, because
It's a cheat sheet.
yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a cheat sheet. Yeah, so it'll have all of the mute stuff on it and things like that, but there has to be a proviso, which is you better come on with some good questions. You can't just come on here and go, "Hi, Mom," and then like run off really nervously, because that's just, Well, you could, you could, but you
well, I suppose anything goes in that moment. But
yeah.
So from next week, we'll be dragging an Omi on each week at this point. And Markski, I need your address, mate, for that free stuff.
Free stuff.
He keeps getting free stuff all the time. He's got blinking shelves of the stuff.
But good old Markski, he always has a go. That's how. Well,
That's exactly.
He's got more stuff than Mark
exactly.
Todd. Mark Skiers.
I know Richard's about to say the same thing as well. I often see that you see some people in certain groups always win, they win things, and people go, "Oh, he's always winning. He always has a go." People always have a go. That's why. That's how they win. If you buy 20 raffle tickets, you're more likely to win the fucking raffle than if you buy one or none.
Right. It's with the other thing as well. We've forgotten. We haven't got the note here. We haven't got the note.
What's that?
The business cards.
Business cards not in the notes. No.
Is Mark in chat?
Is Mark in chat?
Mark. Oh yeah, Mark hasn't picked his favourite one.
Todd,
No, he was
Mark.
in chat.
Oh God.
He hasn't.
Well, we can pick one, and then we're going to have to get a video from Mark. That's what we'll have to do.
I've got my
Mark.
favourite one, and I think my favourite one's probably the same as Richard's actually.
Well, except for the stats.
I have to give a special mention to John Malcolm for the Trumps cards.
The top trump cards were great, but yeah, they're brilliant. But they weren't done with MS Paint. Sorry, John.
Oh, I did put it at the top.
They're not business cards.
Somebody in chat did bitch about the fact that they said, "I'm on an Apple." They were using a piece of furniture to do drawings on. So I did say Apple, yeah. They didn't have MS Paint. So I did say use whatever the fuck you like. So really.
Oh, okay. I didn't say that bit.
So we'll sort something out for John. But what were you going to say, Rick? Who were the winners in the views of everybody? Richard,
Go on, John.
Go with Richard, because Richard, who was your winner? Because I know him.
I genuinely thought that Craig and Mark were handling this.
But you can pick one. You can pick
Right.
one. We'll form a consensus. It's unlike us to form a consensus live on air, but we will try to do it.
Give us a minute then.
Give me a minute. I'm trying to find the thread.
You see, there's
Keep going until you see
I've got
Batman.
That's how it works.
Is that the one? Is it?
We're not really doing this live and just checking. I already know what mine is, but I can't remember the phrase on the front. My winner would be.
I know mine.
Martin.
Martin
would be mine.
For
Martin
Mark.
Vickery's. Sorry, for us.
Oh, right. Because Mark's the one he did for Mark as well was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, my favourite one was Martin Vickery.
I can't see Martin Vickers.
The one we did.
It's the one with it. And we're doing really well. This is just dead air, isn't it?
The Brokeback one.
The Brokeback one.
Brokeback one for
I think
Mark,
the
and then he did ours before that to go higher than that. And it's in the background is the Ideal Home Show. In the foreground is I'm gonna have to just kind of hold this up and do my best.
Beer bants and fuckery.
It just says beer bants and fuckery at the top.
Yeah, that's quite a good one.
I love that.
I really like that. For simple, I thought.
I really like Riyadh's as well.
I like
No,
Riyadh too. Yeah. I quite like this because it was in the true MS Paint style, and that was Brins.
We've got a winner from Mark. Mark's winner was Paul Hodgkiss. So you could try and find Paul Hodgkiss's one.
Right, we're looking for Paul Hodgkiss. Cool. We're kind of going for the record on Dead Air, the Ideal Home Show Nano Edition. Yeah,
I've got it. This is an interesting design.
I do like Paul's design, actually. That did make me smile.
That works for me.
Well, he's won Marks then. Okay, so we need a consensus then between Craig. Who was you? Riyadh.
Oh, god damn it!
I'm gonna go.
Riyadh for me.
I'm sticking with Martin for me.
Right, I'll move to Martin then.
Oh, so any of them.
Whoa! This is not fucking run around.
It is if you want a fucking consensus.
John Malcolm did in my opinion, the most work there.
If we're going to say it's that, then it's John Malcolm.
Well, John's turned into the Tango Man now.
John, put your hand over the camera like that.
Yeah, somebody did say John did it in Etch-a-Sketch. He's that talented. I think it was Ollie that said that.
Still Tango.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's tough one, isn't it? We'll have to think a bit more on it, won't we?
Think about it. I'm going to try and read
so we have a winner. We have a winner for Marks, and we'll announce on the Facebook. There you go. We'll announce on the Facebook the winner of the iOS.
Yes, we will do because it's just dead air.
But we're not getting it now.
It's quite funny watching everybody go.
Fuck! I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Who we got?
We've got.
Oh, it's not, is it?
They're all good. I like the one that's. I like the one that's. Hey guys, Mark Todd's information here. That one.
But Martin Vickery's was quite good with the Brokeback Mountain one. That was quite.
I think it's got to be, hasn't it?
No, he's already won something for that. But anyway, Mark's picked his. Mark's was Bullback. Surely that has to be the winner.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway.
Good.
Alexa, restart music. Is that time again? Well, it cuts off when it comes to me.
I'm just going to leave it now. You've got to make it stop.
Alexa, shut the fuck up. There you go.
It worked.
There we go. Anyway, look, we're listening to the whistle. It can only mean one thing, and that is it's that time of the week for Mod Showcase of the Week. What have we got for you this week? Right, I've got 2 mods to show you this week. 2 lovely things. People, we've shown them their stuff before. It's quality. So look, I'm going to I'm going to throw these out there. Tell me what you think, guys. All right. We've got this one.
Ooh.
From M Vapes, from Matt. M Vapes. He's made and supplying a squonker that's got a bit more grunt to it than usual. I think it's just a thing we're going to see a lot more of this year, where people are wanting to stick some decent big cloudy atties on a squonker. And I think he's got.
I will just say my boss has just messaged me with stop fucking about with Alexa shit. My mind's going mental.
Yes, win.
But no, I really like this mod by Matt, and that's a 30mm ring on it, so he's built it to take big atties, and I do really think we're going to see. Well, I use 24mm gooms when I squonk. I
like that stuff as well.
I haven't got a 5mm atomizer with a 1/4mm air hole like Gus uses. I like to use a big atty.
Dave, I like that Matt opens it up to everybody as well, because that really does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you could turn this down. Actually, what am I talking about? I've got the wrong mod. This isn't a squonker.
I was letting you go, but I thought there's no hole in it.
No, there's no hole in it.
And he has accidentally gone offline.
He has got another squonker as well. I was looking at another mod of his as well. But no, either way, he's made a nice DNA 167 walnuts.
That's the kind of squonker I'd buy, that is.
Yeah, that is the best squonker I've ever seen.
Paula would like this squonker too.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's Matt M Vapes. Look him up. He does make a squonker as well. So
Yeah, it's really nice stuff.
She says Rick's off his tits.
I'm not even that drunk. I've only had a couple of beers. But anyway, moving on.
That's what killed Grandma.
Hey.
Friend of the show has made something. This time it has got a hole in it that you put your finger in.
I've had this in my hand.
Oh,
That's what she said.
Oh, yeah, this is our friend Mike Dacus from Abstract Mods. He's made this mod, and it is a squonker.
oh.
Look, he's got a hole in it.
Dacus Squonk Flask.
He's got a hole in it.
That is a lovely bit of wood.
It is
Really is. That
actually
is
a nice
gorgeous.
bit of hybrid, isn't it? Yeah.
In person, it's incredible. I had it.
No,
in the shop with it.
I'm enjoying seeing what Mike's coming out with now, especially, and we're lucky enough to all have one, or we will all have one very soon. I know that.
Yeah.
And this is just great. Good to see him keep changing things. I think.
Trouble with Mike is he peaked.
I think we've got more to see yet. But no, that I really like that button being on the side there and being curved like
Yeah.
with
Oh, the attention to detail is that. Well,
Yeah.
that's what separates them. Isn't it?
Whoever's lucky enough to buy that, because I know I think he's got it up for sale at the moment. I think he had it up for sale. That, until you see that button in person, it sounds really stupid, but it is fucking amazing. It really is good.
Yeah, I think that's a special thing. So yeah, I've got to say, well done, Mike. Quality, as usual.
Yeah,
I think that
awesome.
that's probably a star plat board in there as well.
Yep.
It is.
By the way,
Yes, it is.
on the whole topic of mods, has anybody seen that? It looks like Scott is doing a crap box V2.
Oh, I've seen it. He's been working on it this week and getting hints and tips and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway,
We just love Scott. Don't matter what he does.
that's Mod Showcase of the week. Check out facebook.com. W at the start of that. / Mod Showcases.
It's a wonderful group.
It's a nice place. You'll see lots of good stuff. Anyway, moving on.
So I've got.
Oh, just a quick one for my boss. Alexa, open door. Carry on.
Fucking hell. Alexa, volume 10. Alexa, play music.
Wiretap.
Alexa.
Trevor,
Right.
Lexi.
Alexis, I'm going to make that bastard cup of fucking tea.
Stop it. God damn it.
Oh, Alexa, turn it down.
Right. As the show slowly turns into us shouting.
Yeah, no, I've got
inanimate object.
I've got Twitter.
Oh,
We've got Twat of the week.
Yeah, we've got
Twat.
very quickly twat. We've got this week. We've got Theresa May's casebook. You know, in the sun.
Just a quick bit of information. My boss just told me to fuck off because I unlocked his front door.
So if you know where he lives now, you know how to do it.
Just shout in the window. You don't even need to jimmy the window open anymore. Just shout at
security
Alexa.
loophole.
Yeah, he's going to be giving away the fact you're there though when you're out on the street shouting that.
Lexi, turn the alarm off and open the door.
Yeah. Trevor. The Twitter of the week. Rick, have you got the picture there?
I have.
Right, John. We need John to do this one as well because this
Okay.
is John. Right, you see those things in the sun or in the crap like cosmopolitan things where you've got those like people talking to each other. Somebody's done one called Theresa May's Facebook casebook. So here we've got.
Do you do them all?
Right. I'll do the first one and you do the other one that's doing it, and we'll cross over between the two of us and goes.
Okay, you be one.
I'll
be one man, I'll be the other, and then you be one woman, I'll be the other.
Okay, right. Which is, I tell you what makes me mad: infant pupils getting meals at taxpayers' expense.
I know, freeloading little shits. Why don't they go out and get a job?
It's ridiculous that old and sick expect to be looked after, but can't go out and kill a fox.
I know, love. The system is so unfair. What have the old, sick and vulnerable ever done for us?
This country should be stronger, fairer, and more prosperous for me.
All the things I want should move forward together.
Jesus Christ, this is terrible. Theresa May at the bottom responds with, as Auntie Theresa dragging out, the Conservatives are shared by the millions of ordinary people. Join me on a journey where we can move forward together with strong and stable leadership into a fairer future for those who can afford it. But somebody's doing this whole thing. It's way better when we're not reading it and you're reading it in your own head. I think that's the way. And the other one, I only did 2, but this one was kind of.
Oh God, don't be just long.
Yeah, go on then, Rick. Have you got the other one there? Yeah, he's got it. Right. It's like, and a vote for strong and stable leadership will also strengthen our hands in negotiations.
Wow, not having coalition of chaos sounds really good policy.
That looks like local Tory candidate. What the shiny shine does he want?
Was that Wankleton Smythe or whatever he's called? What did he want?
He came around to explain that a vote for anyone other than the Conservatives would be unpatriotic and a threat to national security.
Back on. According the way John goes on, you think he wanted to be dragged back to the 1970s?
I'm just skipping the last bit. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not even reading the last bit. Anyway, go and follow it on Twitter. It works way better when you read.
So what's the Twitter account?
The Twitter account is called Theresa May's Casebook. You just type it into Google and it'll appear. So, yeah.
It's quite fun.
It's Casebook. And it's,
I've done really well. I haven't said cunt this week. So I think I deserve an award. That's an hour before.
I don't think it won't be published.
Yeah, you've done really well. Yeah. So anyway, we're an hour.
See you next Thursday.
Yeah. So anyway,
Lexi, you cunt's mouth.
It's just ignoring. It's given.
Lexi.
I'm buying you one for Christmas now, Rick. That's it. I'm going to buy you for Christmas.
I'll teach you to do funny things, I think.
Right.
Anyway.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
8 days. 8 days until Vape Expo. If you're going, we'll see you there.
Ooh.
Sorry, Rick.
Yes, this has been the Ideal Home Show. Thanks for watching and putting up with it. And we might see you next week if you're not too bored.
Yeah, and if you see us talking to vendors, if you see us and we're talking to vendors, please come up and say hello anyway.
Yeah, we'd rather talk to you than them anyway.
Please drag us away.
They'll only try and give us stuff that we don't want.
Yeah.
The bastards.
Rick backs. Well, we got Rick backs, Vic backs, and just had Nick backs. That's what we got.
And we got Gary back.
Got a good hour. You got a good hour out of us, normal people, and then it just went a bit iOS, didn't it?
Yeah, dude.
After
Anyway.
10 o'clock, it just went a bit iOS.
That's why people watch.
This has been the Ideal Home Show. This is Gary.
Yeah.
That's Richard, V1CK. That's John at Jan. And this is me. Goodbye.